Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here doing another Marvel Legends figure review on another 60 Amazing Years Spider-Man figure release from Hasbro, and today we are looking at the stealth suit version of the Future Foundation Spider-Man suit. And I'm not really that familiar with this suit as far as reading about it in the comics or seeing it in the comics anyway. I don't think I even have one issue where he has this suit, or I maybe have one. But anyway, it does look cool, and I did pick up the Marvel Universe version of this guy way back in the day. So me picking up the Marvel Legends version, it's not much of a plunge off the deep end. You know what I mean? This is just within my wheelhouse. I love Spider-Man, and I want to get the Spider-Man suits. Anyway, the packaging, yep, you cannot see anything, so hopefully I have good paint apps on my figure. There's a product shot on the right side of the box, and then on the back you can see the figure with the two web lines, and I guess you only get two sets of hands. And then nice artwork of the black suit, or the black version of the Future Foundation Spider-Man, and then you get a 60 Amazing Years Spider-Man logo on the top, not much more at the bottom. And if you're trying to pick up your Marvel Legends, you can do so.
Search your feelings, you know it be true.
Dorkside Toys is a store for you. Link below. So you're just looking at the new Spider-Man figure out of the packaging. Doesn't look too bad, actually. Paint apps came out fairly clean. I have minor gripes here and there, but yeah, I mean, this is what I expected. Doesn't look too bad though, you know, kind of clean. But anyway, let's get a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll get a closer look at the figure. Ah, come on, Hasbro. I thought we moved past this. Only two sets of hands on the Spidey. Where's our crawlers? We got punchers and thwippers, but no crawlers. We also get the two sets of web lines right over here that we'd gotten from the Amazing Spider-Man movie way back in the day, and they're still reusing these quite a bit. But I will say, them going full translucent with these does look best to me. I really like how they came out, you know? We've seen them before, but yeah, full translucent looks good, and the paint on the hands looks pretty good. Maybe some minor imperfections, you know, but really, I think the white paint with the black over here came out very clean. I don't have anything that's like really major, you know, noticeable that looks bad on these, so at least the paint looks solid. So no surprises with the sculpts that we're seeing on this figure. We have the same black suit Spider-Man that we saw with the Vintage Collection wave retro carded version not too long ago, so that's the same. And then we have the Sunfire body mold right here looking at the rest of the figure. So paint apps came out pretty good for the eyes. Can't really complain about that. Looks solid, no weird dents on the forehead or anything like that. And then the paint apps on the rest of the figure mostly look very clean. I cannot unsee the pins right here, though. I've already grown accustomed to the Renew Your Vows 2-pack Spider-Man with the pinless joints and everything, and now we got these big old fat pins right over there. So that does stand out to me quite a bit now. I mean, it was always there, but now it stands out even more. But anyway, getting onto the paint apps, I really do like how the white looks. So nice glossy white paint. If I bend things back, you can see maybe minor scuffage here. I'm looking for mistakes. Now let's just like point out everything that's bad about this thing. No, but on the back of it looks pretty good. You know, maybe a little fuzzy right there, but the line work, I gotta say, on my copy looks pretty solid. A little bit fuzzy over here on that side. So yeah, you'll find imperfections for sure. You know, the legs have little bits right over here that bother me, so it's not 100%, but I gotta say, for what I was expecting, I'm mostly pretty satisfied over here. I can't really complain about the paint apps too much at all. Now, we know the articulation of this figure, but I wanted to go over it just because we do have a different neck joint system with this head, so you can see that he will look up all the way, and you can move the head downwards, still shifts forward and back like a pile driver, side-to-side motion, and a little bit of head tilting. The butterfly joints are pretty good over here. I gotta say, I didn't show this off earlier, but the paint apps are pretty clean in these butterfly joints, so happy to see that there's no rubbing going on over there. That's very cool. Shoulders move up and beyond that 90-degree mark. You can move them downward, rotate a full 360, actually even higher up like that. Damn, yeah, full 360. Bicep swivel, double jointed pinned elbow, and again, compared to this new incredible Spider-Man figure, which, oh my god, I'm just so head over heels. We're getting more range of movement with this pinless one than the pinned arm right there. So, not by a whole ton, but still more range of movement over there. Anyway, just had to point that out again. So happy with this guy. Anyway, wrists all turn side to side, and they all hinge up and down. Ab crunch forward, ab crunch back, waist cut. You can see a big old black piece of paint, coming through the white right there. And then the hips move outward, can do almost the splits, kicks forward, back a tiny bit, upper thigh cut, pinned double jointed elbows, calf rotations, ankles move down, ankles move up, and a beautiful ankle baby. And to measure out this Spider-Man figure, you can see that he is standing at about 6.5 inches tall. And for a Marvel Legends Future Foundation Spider-Man figure comparison, you can see we have the Kyle Brown custom white version, and then we have your retail version from 2013, and you can see the yellowing of the plastic right over here. Ooh, man. And I'm surprised Hasbro hasn't announced a regular version. They'll probably make one, right? They just repaint it just the same way, or maybe use this body instead. Just notice right now the old Future Foundation Spider-Man figures got feet painted at the bottom, or this one we don't, but yeah, they painted the feet at the bottom right here. Then for the black suit Future Foundation Spider-Man figure comparison, you can see we have a Marvel Legends version and we have the Marvel Universe version, which, by the way, if it wasn't for this line, I really think Marvel Legends would have died. I think Vonner saved Marvel Legends with these figures. I had such a great time with this figure. It really stood out to me, especially at the time. Still a great little figure over here. And here's our new Future Foundation Spider-Man next to the recently released black suit Spider-Man from Hasbro. Again, same head sculpts right over here. And then for a 60 Amazing Years of Spider-Man figure comparison, you can see we have the Spinneret Spider-Man 2-pack right there. And then the first appearance, Amazing Fantasy number 15, Spidey. Spider-Man party, yeah! You're old brother, you're old brother. I'm not old! And then here's our Stealth Future Foundation Spider-Man next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Hey brother. Oh man, I used to be all stealthy, or I was supposed to be all stealthy. Then I ended up being like this. I wish I could be stealthy again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you do not miss out on my future videos. And this is one of those figures where I honestly think there shouldn't be any complaints with this figure aside from the missing crawling hands and bad paint apps if you happen to get one with bad paint apps. Heard people complain about this figure. Yeah, they're reusing the Sunfire body mold and they're using the vintage collection black suit Spider-Man head, and just by looking at promo images, that's exactly what they promoted and that's exactly what we got over here. So I think I got some good paint apps. I knew what I was getting when I was jumping into picking this figure up, you know what I mean? So I'm not surprised by it. I got it knowing that it wasn't going to be my favorite Spider-Man figure of the year. Now here's the real question. Did I have fun with the figure? Did I enjoy posing the figure around? And I gotta say I did. I did like posing it around. It's a fun little Spider-Man figure to have. Not essential by any means, but it's still a fun figure to play around with and pose around because I do like this body mold quite a bit, and I got clean paint apps on mine. Mostly clean paint apps, some things here and there. But, for the price point of around 25 to 27 bucks, I don't think this figure came out too bad, and I'm going to give it a Sud rating of...
It's not too bad.
And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. And how did the paint apps come out on your copy? I think it was Dan Who's Reviews where I saw that he got some funky paint apps on his, so hopefully most people got good paint apps on theirs. Hopefully you got that replaced. I don't know what the follow-up is with that, but let me know. If you want to follow me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot, and I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face.